Hello YouTube, this is an alcohol review of Dos Maderas Double Aged Rum. According to the label, 750ml bottle, 40% alcohol by volume. Let me see here. There's a short little story. It's kind of interesting. It says here, produced in the Caribbean and aged in 5-year oak casks. All right. And further, another 3 years at a place called Jerez, Spain. And is aged there in, they're emphasizing, very old sherry casks of superior quality. Well, that's really here nor there. Superior quality. From the house of Williams and Humbert. I guess that's located in the Jerez, Spain. Now, the interesting thing is with the sherry casks, various in this particular time period of the world, sherry cask is being used a lot as part of the aging process because sherry tends to, or the casks, tend to add more flavor too. So you get a bit of a smoky cherry. I've noticed it may be different palates, but for my palate, it's a smoky cherry that's introduced. Not overwhelming, not at any great extent, but just enough that it does help add another layer or dimension on too. And that's what apparently this is boasting is the sherry cask. Let's see. In the very back label, Dos Maderas, the only rum in the world aged in Jerez in sherry casks. It may be consumed straight on the rocks or even as a luxury combination, which would be serving in a cocktail of some sort. We have here a wooden top with a crushed cork to make it up. I won't bother you with the almost knocked the glass over. I won't bother you with why the cork thing is important, but there's an actual history behind it. Here we are. To make sure no critters knocks things over. Put the cork back on. And then voila. It is. Geez, I'm man of that loud today. It is a nice yellow and honey with definite red hues poking through. Now, the red hues is going to be from the sherry cask. Possibly. I'm not sure what the laws are for rum, but I know when it comes to bourbons, certain whiskeys, there are laws on dyes in the solution to make it look better. I'm not sure what that is for rum. So this could be all natural or it could be enhanced. I'm not sure. But it is a trick some places do use, is adding dyes. Alrighty. Let's give this a swirl. The swirl is to bring it up on the side of the glass, and now we watch it drop down. We get some very strong legs. Not a huge amount, but they are very definable. This indicates that there is a moderate level of residual sugars left behind in solution. How do we know that? The more sugar there's left behind, the thicker it is, the slower it will tear down the sides. So we know that it will have a moderate mouthfeel, kind of hinging on the syrupiness, but not a definite syrupiness. It's in the middle. Also, it will indicate that it's moderately sweet. Keep that in mind too. Also, one last time, these are suggestions that you see. I've come across many times where it would be really thick and not sweet. It's these are forecastings. These are pre-telling by what we have noticed in our glass when we do our swirl. The other reason for the swirl is that as it comes down, it then will evaporate, and so instead of evaporate across the fat little belly here and then focus upwards as a trait of the Glencairn glass. And if it's down the sides here, it comes down, evaporation is faster. Now you get this whole big huge area that's evaporating and taking all the nose up with it. So when we give it a sniff, we get a nice good schnoz full of all the secrets that it wants to tell us. Excuse me. And wouldn't you know, it's light on the nose. There's not a whole lot there. Batting 1,000 on this one, guys. Sorry. Just batting 1,000. It smells like... This is going to sound bad. It smells like weak, spiced rum. I say that's a bad thing. Just saying, a lot of different spice rums get a whole lot of cinnamon and a whole lot of tropical notes and a whole lot of other, variousness to it. This doesn't. Caramel and vanillas, but man, you gotta dig. You can tell there's something there, but I said you gotta dig to really get it to define itself. I would say, oh, it's the middle of the road. No, it's too weak to be middle of the road on the nose. And sometimes when you stick your schnoz in there too deep, you'll get the burn of the alcohol coming up. I'm not even getting that. It says it's 40% alcohol by volume, so it's not a weakling. It's not lifting the house either, but it's not a weakling. All right, let's give it a try. Oh, there's got flavor. Moderate, oddly. A moderate amount of flavor. It comes on strong with all the positiveness. The caramel, hints of honey, lots of vanilla. What you would expect in a nice spiced rum. It kind of hits you like a mat. It's not very split and broken up, so not very definable. More like a mudslide of flavors. There are fruit notes that want to come out. Then you get the ethanol. To me, it's a burnt tire taste. It's that ethanol that comes in. That trails in behind and keeps a long hang time with that particular taste. As everything else kind of fades off the palate. So I'm not sure whether you will count that as a positive note or I don't want to count it as a negative note. It's you're always going to have that, and it's always going to be there at some level. It's just a matter of where in the hang time that it brings out this ugly head of the alcohol. In this case, it's about the halfway mark, and as everything else fades out, it remains true. Then it kind of starts to fade off the palate at the very tail, giving it a medium to long hang note or hang time. Its lightness, it's very, very light on the palate. So I'm expecting heavier, but it's not. It's short existence-wise. Mouthfeel, that's what I'm looking for. It has a very light mouthfeel. This, to me, makes it a type of rum to be sipped in the heat. Some that's not heavy on the palate. Is that hang time. It's kind of distracting, though. That's a bit of a disruptor in this. I like to try to figure out when is a good time to enjoy such spirits. And in this case, with it being so light on the palate, physical wise, I would say spring, summer, definitely summer on the beach. This is a definite Caribbean sit back, watch the waves come in type of feel on the palate. It's the long hang time makes me question if that is the best place or the best time to sip it down. Now, is there a cool beach night? Uh, Possibly then, but I'm not sure whether you're getting the best of both worlds. The long hang time for the coldness, the light mouthfeel for the beach, or whether you're just simply hoping it'll fit in for the best time for what we're being given on this. Now, this is just straight. I've had this, and as you can tell, I've had it in several cocktails. Why does the half empty bottle show this is a cocktail drink? Well, it means that it's being drank. One way or another, it's being drank. So throwing it in different cocktails, it works out very well. It plays quite nicely when it comes to some sort of other very sweet, sugary type of drink to go with a cola of some sort. Oh, definitely not root beer. What is it? Cream soda. A cream soda goes well with this as well. Oddly, but it does. There's not enough flavor in the rum to fight with your cocktail. The long hang time can get masked over by what the cocktail brings on. So the two definitely hold each other's hand quite nicely. So this is a very nice cocktail rum. Even though it breaks my heart the fact that it's double aged, all this extra effort has been put into it, you would hope that it would be a great just standalone sipper. It's a moderate standalone sipper, but quite good cocktail, in my opinion. You guys may think differently. So, any comments about this particular product, this Dos Maderas double-aged rum? Dun, dun, dun. Comments down below be warmly accepted, as always. Or better yet, go out, buy it yourself. Go on YouTube and review it. Let the rest of us in the YouTube spirits community know your thoughts of Dos Maderas, and let me know if I'm right or not. Like I said, I like the effort. I like the thought that it took all this brain power. We put here, we'll age it here, and Spain has a different environment, so it'll age differently than say down in the Caribbean with all the salt water and then the cast. And this great thought, but I don't think it comes out as well as one would hope in the end. So it's not bad, but it's starting out great, but ending middle. Is that a good way to put it? Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, try. See what you guys. But anyways, until next time, keep on drinking.